All right, so on trade, President Trump knows when to thrust and when to parry, and that's the subject of the riff. When will even critics admit that President Trump's trade strategy is working? The EU deal is another example. And there's no world trade war going on. There's no tariff retaliations. As usual, the so-called experts are dead wrong. In fact, his bilateral approach is remaking the world trading system. It's been busted for the past 3 or 4 decades. The WTO couldn't create a fair and balanced trading system. Other multilateral globalist institutions couldn't do it. But Mr. Trump is doing it single-handedly. And he's doing it in a way that is basically reducing tariff and non-tariff barriers around the world. It's surely opening up markets to American businesses on the farm or in the factory. EU, UK, Vietnam, Japan, Philippines, Indonesia, and probably a lot more to come. As just discussed, China negotiations, which started today, there are reports that it'll be extending the August 12th deadline by another 90 days, allow for more negotiations. We'll see on that. But for most of these deals, Mr. Trump is charging a template of a modest 15% toll. And it's a very small price to pay for participating in the most vibrant economy in the world with the strongest consumer interest. And that modest price could yield something like $400 billion per year in tariff-related revenues to cut taxes or lower the deficit or even eliminate debt. But here's another important point. The deflationary impact of a mild tariff will be vastly overwhelmed by the $5 or $6 trillion of direct investment pledged by foreign countries and investors coming here into the American economy. That point's being overlooked. It's a massive infusion of cash to the U.S. that's going to way offset any tax deflation. Wall Street and the Fed are always wrong about inflation because the money supply has been quiet for the last couple of years. But people on the left and even some on the right have gone hysterical over tariffs. But they never understood that President Trump is the deal maker in chief. He knows when to thrust and when to parry. He also knows that America must come first. And that is the riff.